Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. In this video, we're going to break down the Spidi Voyager jacket. Now, the Spidi Voyager jacket is going to be a 3-season cold weather option, designed ideally for fall, winter, spring. It's an all-season option from Spidi. Their waterproof, breathable H2 liner is built in. If you'll notice, too, it's about a hip length. It's going to be more of a touring cut, and the fitment, we have the black version here on Andrew. Andrew's 6'1", about almost a 42-inch chest. He's about 175, athletic but thin build. He's wearing a large, so you can see he needs the length in the arms, he needs the length for his frame, but he does have a little bit of room. Remember though, Spidi tends to run small, so if you're close to that neck size, or you're the top end of the size range, or if you're a little bulky like I am, you're going to need to go up in the size chart because it does have that really staunchly European fit. Now, if we look at it, we talked about the waterproof breathable liner that is not removable, built into the shell, so the shell will not pick up water here. Inside of that, you're going to have an 80-gram thermal liner, goes all the way down the sleeves. That's fully removable as well. When we look at the outer shell, though, you're looking really at a mixture of 3 different protective components. You have Cordura, 500D Cordura, which is real Cordura. You're going to have Tenax 440, which is the highly abrasion resistant proprietary fabric by Spidi. And then in some of the areas that are not impact zones that might need a bit of stretch to them, you're using nylon 6.6, which again is a branded material that they've incorporated to allow for some range of motion and a little bit of a nicer fit here on the Voyager. I will note the Voyager was the predecessor of the Voyager 2, and the Voyager right now we have it around that $300 price point where it originally started around $400. Now if we look at the front and work our way down, you're going to see the 5-way adjustment strap here on the collar. Just cheat this way for me, Andrew. You're going to see that kind of the set it and forget it collar that we're used to seeing from Spidi. So you kind of adjust the circumference and you're just snapping it on and off. Looking at the neck roll here has a degree of neoprene in the back that's going to be non-chafing, but it's really basic. Looking at the shoulders, you're going to see this different heavy-duty woven material, which is going to be a more impact-resistant material they're using here. That's going to be some of your Tenax 440 here in the impact zones. Reflective piping along the shoulders, along the sleeve as you work your way down. Working your way down the front, this pocket here we're going to get to in a second. There is a strobing light-up factor on the back of this. It's a safety feature here on the Voyager. The controller is going to be inside that pocket, but again, I'm going to circle back to that. Moving down, you have pockets here right underneath your chest. You're going to have flapped pockets on the front, YKK zippers throughout, Fiocchi snaps, which are those spring-loaded snaps that we see from high-end European garments. And if you'll notice, Andrew, I did mention, is a thin guy. We have a lot of adjustability down here along the gut. So Andrew, we have this ratcheted down pretty good to make sure that he doesn't have a lot of excess to be flapping around. But depending on your size here in the belly, you're going to have room to move. Moving into the sleeve, 2 adjustments here, bicep, forearm, and then it's a double position snap here at the cuff. And again, YKK zipper that's going to have that gaiter behind it. Remember, the H2 Out waterproof breathable liner is built into the outer shell. So again, if you didn't have this liner behind it, any zipper can really become a weak point for water entry. And notice I did mention the stretch material here that's along the inside of, it's between the shoulder and the pec, and then it's going to circle around underneath the arm into the back. It's going to give you range of motion here depending on your riding style. You know, Andrew on a touring bike could be in a full upright style with his arms just forward, basically like he's standing here. But if you went into that 3/4 or even to that sport realm, the jacket needs to be able to give to accommodate a range of motion. Turn the face that way for me, Andrew. Looking at the sleeve, again, high impact zones here on the shoulder, moving down, different material here along the elbow. It's using the CE rated Spidi Multi-Tech armor, which is proprietary. I'll lift Andrew's arm here, show you how far back that adjustment comes down underneath the arm. And then you're also going to have a snap as well as a gusset down here for additional adjustability to make sure that depending on your build, the jacket's not going to bunch, especially if you're sitting up. You might undo those or zip those up to give yourselves more of a more circumference around the bottom so it's not going to bunch. Turn backwards for me, Andrew. Looking along the back, we see a lot of reflectivity. You're going to be able to upgrade the back armor here to a Spidi Warrior back armor. Actually, I believe it's included with this jacket, so that's our proprietary CE-rated back armor. Notice as we get towards the seat, again in an area, if you were sliding on your back, that would become a high impact zone. You have the upgraded fabric down here along the seat. Hit the light riding position for me. Andrew, notice here the stretch panels that I mentioned earlier that wrap all the way to the back. And then if we're going to show the controller here, this blue area along the back is actually a light up LED that can either be solid or strobe for nighttime riding. It's a nice safety feature. They actually eliminated going to the Voyager 2, but here on the Voyager 1, if you could see it lighting up, there you go, you turned it on there. He's got it in solid mode, and if you could flash it, Andrew, set it to strobe. There you go. Looks like it's flashing here. For nighttime riding, that's really going to light up well. You're going to see that, or cars are going to see that along with the reflectivity. Leave the controller out and turn back around for me. So the controller here is on the chest. And the controller is meant to be small and compact and not get in the way and live within this pocket. I will tell you that the way that it's designed, unless you're in a summer weight glove, it's going to be harder to use with a big bulky winter weight glove. So it's really the decision before you get on your bike, as you're beginning your ride, you're going to want to make that decision. And it does take 2 AAA batteries, which are replaceable. So it's not a rechargeable unit. There's no special charger that you need with it. It's just basic. It's meant to be easy to use. So I'm going to turn that off, tuck that guy back in. Let's talk about the guts here a little bit. As I undo this main storm flap down the front, you're going to notice a feature here, this rain gutter feature, which allows this double roll that folds back to keep water from getting to the zipper. Zippers, there's no way around it. It needs to be the main entry point for in and out of this jacket. It's a YKK zipper, but again, you have to do that double flap because the waterproof breathable liner is built into the shell here. So your main zipper here, if water can get to it, it will be a weak point for water. So again, you're just making sure that you're covering it. And if we open this guy up, you're going to see the thermal liner here. It's an 80-gram thermal liner, completely removable. And then I have the ability to pull that out. And here's going to be my main mesh liner for the lighter seasons of the year. So fall and spring when it's a little bit more mild. Remember, having that H2 out liner built into the shell here, it's not only going to block wind and rain and allow you to breathe and sweat to perspire out, but it's going to be pretty windproof. So again, you're really having the ability to stop a lot of that cold air from getting to the body. Also, there are these straps. Spidi's one of the few guys that do this, but there are straps that would go between your legs and come up along your groin and allow you to keep the jacket down. They're elasticated snaps. They look a little funny when we put them on when you're off the bike, so we kind of wanted to leave them off for now, but you have the option to completely remove them or to wear them while you're riding. So again, we want to hear your feedback here on the Voyager. Leave us comments on YouTube, on Facebook, like it, dislike it. You can also subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on YouTube, and we'll keep you informed as we roll out new videos every week. As always, if you have sizing questions, gear questions, if you want to stack up the Spidi Voyager compared to the Voyager 2 or any of the other touring options within the Spidi line, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As always, it's over $39. We'll ship for free, exchange for free, send it back to us if you don't like it, no restock fees, and can earn TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order by purchasing anything at RevZilla over $100. We'll give you some money back to your next order. Our way of saving you some money in the long run. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the Spidi Voyager jacket, available in a multitude of colors and sizes, available at RevZilla.com. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.